years in a row.
All right, we have some storms moving through the state
Did you just hear that thunder?
Yes.
Salt Lake County moving over the studio. And
that might have just been my stomach. Though.
Okay, well, it is dinner time, so I forgive you. I'm serving up a side of storms because that's what we have going on this evening. We're going to start, though, in St. George, where we've got quiet conditions with clear skies and lots of sunshine. That'll just tell you the contrast, a tale of two cities as we sit in the low 80s in St. George. But here's a view of Urda out in Tooele County, where you can see the rain came down. We've got that wet driveway there, and as you look towards the mountains, you see storms moving through. Now, not everybody is going to get this moisture, but it's filling in tonight, and these storms are tracking to the northeast. Storm tracker radar actually sweeping the region. Let's zoom in so we can get a little closer, and you can see in yellow where we're seeing heavier rain, also some lightning being put down by these systems. That includes up towards Bear Lake, and we know Randolph and Laketown tapping into that. Some heavier rain towards Tremonton over I-15 near Brigham City, and then echoes of moisture along the Wasatch Front and Wasatch Back, where places like Heber dealing with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. South of Draper towards Highland, and then over into Tooele County. Now, these are tracking to the northeast. That's going to move through Magna and head towards West Valley, and we just heard thunder here at the ABC4 studios. So the storms are popping, and they're going to continue for the next little while to impact us, and this is not the only day that we're going to see thunderstorm and shower activity when it comes to our work week. Here's the reason why. So this area of low pressure impacting us now, but we're keeping our eye on that area of low pressure because as we move towards the middle of the week, changes are here. It's the only reason I give you that wide view. Let's get a little closer so you know what's been going on in the last few hours. Increasing cloud cover. You see those storms moving to the northeast. This is the center of the trough, which provides that lift and why we have the storms moving through Cache Valley. Soggy conditions. We just saw a camera up there, so thunderstorms moving through the Logan area as well as the Salt Lake Valley. Temperatures dropping. We were sitting in the low 70s last hour, 73, and now we're at 61, giving you an idea that the winds and the wet weather have moved in, and that has cooled us off rapidly. Upper 60s in Provo, 70s in Moab. We've got some 80s down near Lake Powell. You can see the southern half of the state untouched, but in the north dropping into the 50s, and we do have the threat of thunderstorms sticking around along the Wasatch Front as we get through the next several hours. It's an eyes to the skies type of evening. I know baseball games are out there, softball games. Maybe the kids are just at the park, but you want to be careful because these storms are going to pop up and continue to develop. We've been unsettled, and that's been the pattern, and it's going to stay that way. So here's that swath of moisture. By 8 p.m., you're going to start to see it exiting the state. Now, we quiet down storm-wise for the overnight. We get a little bit of a break. Now, a weak front is moving through, so that's going to keep us just a few degrees cooler. And as we get through Tuesday, it's going to be quiet. But into Wednesday, here comes that next area of low pressure, and it triggers storms as far south as Iron County and towards Grand Staircase. You can see over the spine of the mountains, but we're looking at another day of thunderstorm and shower activity for the middle of the week. Eventually, we will calm things down, and I'll show you what I mean on the long range here on the 7-day forecast because it gives you an idea of when we get quieter conditions. Isolated storms hold on by Wednesday at 7 p.m. and the threat of showers could linger into Thursday. This is the Wednesday thunderstorm outlook, and it does, notice, impact the Wasatch Front. Now, this could be expanded, so a heads up, we could see more folks under that thunderstorm threat, the general thunderstorm threat. 60s and 70s for highs tomorrow. Isolated mountain activity, but drying out overall. Our unsettled pattern holds steady. 80s in Moab, low 80s in St. George, overnight lows in the 50s down there in Washington County. Winds will be whipping, so a heads up there for the next 2 days. Temperatures drop to the mid-70s and then rebound. 90s, here we come with that warming trend. Now, we will get a little activity maybe by the end of the weekend and into next week, so the slight chance in southern Utah's there. Thunderstorms Wednesday, chance of showers lingering into Thursday. Notice for the close of the work week and into the weekend, we see that warming trend and the 80s make a comeback. Early next week, slight chance of a storm. Tomorrow, drier conditions right now. Active skies are out there. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
All right, we thank you, Alana. Time now for Look at Sports. There, Wesley Ruff.
Wes, what we've been talking about for a while is official.